Hi guys, welcome. So today's match is going to be a really good one because I'm going up against the fear of the dark side. He's also known as Kabuki Warrior. I'm sure if some of the other top players are watching this video, they know who he is, but those of you guys who are lower on the leaderboard or you guys are not in Kyber 1, he's a former number 1 player. He's been sitting at the top for a long time, and eventually he got bored with the stalling and everything. Like he faced the same people every single day and then week rather, and then yeah, he just decided to drop down on the leaderboard, and that's how he managed to get into my bracket. So as you guys can see, you can pause the defense. Before I started my stream, this is how it looked. So he took him a while to get through my dash team. He needed 5 tries, and he hit 2 tries against my sortie. And Mon Mothma with Wedge is holding the line at the moment. At least finally it was... finally I took Wedge to R7. I didn't really wanted to do it just because Jabba was coming out. Well, he's coming out soon, so yeah, that's one of the reasons. And you kind of need the resources, but I'm happy with it. And then at Shape, so far he was holding, which is fine. I never expect my opponents to go before I go live on stream, so this is what we're facing, what I had to face. So he said Traya, Gas, Raddus, and then Night Sisters. Now that Night Sister team is a pain in the butt. Sorry, we are on YouTube. if you want to see the full picture how I did it, the full footage is live on stream as well. And down south, Malgus, GMK, Cat, Iden, and then Ray. Ray is no joke. Now, just before we jump into the battle, let's just wind it back a bit. Please, guys, I'd really like to ask something from you. We are, by the time I'm recording this video, I'm like literally 16 subscribers away from reaching the 1000. Now this would mean everything to me. Like ever since I started this channel, I'm kind of speechless as well, because I was never expecting to reach this level this soon. Like 9.5 months, getting really close to the 1000 subscribers, and also my channel already has over 8,000 watched hours, which is mind-blowing. Like I'm going to make a video once we get over the line, because I really want to thank a lot of players and other people who's been involved, and some of those guys were really important to help me get to this point. So yeah, please guys, if you haven't already, just smash the subscribe button and comment down below, and also please smash that like button as well. I really do appreciate it. So having said that, let's jump straight into the battle. So it's going to be JML versus Ray. Now if you guys watched my previous video in round 1, you guys know that my JML got deleted by Ray against Caps King. So far so good. I managed to land the ability blocks, that's always useful. A high tenacity Ray could be a problem. So basically now what I'm trying to do is delete people, which is great. Both the bros are gone, so I was like, oh wow, finally something is going my way. I'm trying to get her into DI, which I did. Great. Now I just go all in on Rey. She's getting closer to her ult. But just keep going, spreading the coins so GML could reach his ultimate as well. And we were slow. Now, 2 of them are alive, and obviously she has the plus 75% damage Datacron. So now just trying to get extra protection, because this one's going to hurt, even though there is no inspired on Rey, luckily. So I'm just really trying to recover, but then this happened once again. Now luckily, this time Jolie stayed alive. Holy cow, that was annoying. But once I was able to bring everybody back, it was already game set and match. But boy, I cannot wait. I really cannot wait for the season 1 Datacrons to go away. For a number of reasons. Like, even after all my rerolls, I never actually had the plus 75% Datacron, but I was always going up against them. It's just... I know a lot of you out there, because I talk with a lot of players in different communities, and yeah, many of you are in the same boat. So yeah, thank God Rey was gone. Rey's gone. So next up is Traya with Barris against Iden. Now this is a battle once more that it's never easy, especially if you're going up against an 11.7 million GP account with decked out relics. Like, as you guys can see, they already deleted my Traya, and Sion has that mark. So that was really scary. And obviously I cannot use AoEs. Once I use an AoE, I just die, because I'm going to get countered. So what I need to do is just pick them apart one by one. But obviously that takes some time. And yeah, like Barris, you really need Barris in this team. I think it's possible without Barris to take the Iden team out. So I was like, I really wanted to use, I was like, oh man, I need to use the middle. Because now that trooper dropped the middle, which increased the cooldown on my team. Shore's gone as well. Sion's gone. Barris is not looking good. She's barely hanging on. I was like, just pull it. Why not? I need to risk it. I'm going to die anyway, probably. And now I'm ability blocked, which is not great. That mark, and it's over. So just nothing going my way these days. It is what it is. But that's what happens when you go up against high relic level teams. So okay, here's another fight, which I'm sure many of you guys are using, and there is no GK. There's no GK, which means this should be a much easier battle. Now the reason his Special Forces dies here is because he has a call to assist. But they keep going after my Daka, which obviously is not good, because Daka needs to really stay alive. That's the engine. That's why Zombie and Daka are here. So Yep, still keep going after Dhaka, and now they're going after Wattenborg as well. And keep in mind, Dhaka doesn't have the health tech, so now they just keep going and going after Slicker as well. And Slicker's dead. I mean, what can you say to this? If you guys watch my round 1 video, it's basically then we pause that video, and then this is the exact like press continue. It's just exact the same thing happening. Like if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. Let's just say that. So, okay, I use the 20% all charge per sit alive. So C started with 80% all charge. So I was able to get into my art. I was able to take out Mace and Cat. And now it's a race against time, because keep in mind, yeah, you get the all charge, which is great to take out the 2 of these guys, but you don't have the health tech, and also armor is not here. So while the Datacron is good to snipe out 2 of the guys, it's not really good now, is it? against JMK. You can only win basically with luck. So I was able to get to my basically annihilate. So there goes Padme and Snips. But now it's just a one-on-one, and again I don't have the health tech, and there is no armorer for extra armor with her buff. So it's just a one-on-one showdown. But JMK is JMK. He has a lot of offense, especially against Sith. And that's the second Gia that died against JMK. So cool. Right, let's try another thing. Malgus, Lord Vader against Malgus. Now, I wanted to save Maul for a number of reasons. One, because Maul can take out something else, another team, and 2, he applies a lot of debuff, which is obviously makes this battle more difficult, because whenever you land a debuff on the Malgus' team, thanks to his lead, they recover 10% health and protection, which is obviously a pain in the butt. That's why Throne is here, basically, just for his fracture. So we have a lot of dots, which is great, and Darth Vader actually doing really good damage, like 400k plus. Fortunately, shock is not good because we cannot recover health. Now there is a timeout risk in this battle. I was trying to kill Basti, but it wasn't enough. And we already wasted like 2 minutes. As you guys can see, like I was trying to click really fast because I realized that the timeout risk is huge. And the reason I fractured Basti, because at the very least I wanted to kill her. Now next up is Malak. So now we only have 2 minutes left. It's just a race against the time. That does nothing. That Darth Vader's big hit. But luckily Lord Vader's damage is ramping up. And now I just put it on auto. Because I know the dots are not helping, but so I was finally able to make some progress, but Tron's gone, so there is no fracture. That was a mistake. I should have used his middle. So he was already in red, and I foolishly let it use. I kept it on auto, and now he's back in full health and protection. He's in yellow again, but he went back to green, and it's a timeout. Like, I'm not having any luck whatsoever. Like, all 3 of my Gias went wrong. So it was like, I need to go up. I just need to leave that bottom zone for now. I need to open ships. So you guys saw me using this many times before. Unfortunately now I'm really going to miss this Datacron, because now probably after they expire, well, Inquisitors probably outside the TW they're going to be useless. I know CG is pushing the Inquisitor faction in galactic challenges and other part of the game, but the fact is that they're just going to be useless, and that's the sad truth. And it sucks because it was such a huge investment. On the other hand, gas is going to be a real problem, because suddenly the main go-to counter will be gone. I don't know. I know the CG doesn't care about it. It's just we have to come up with other counters against him, which I'm sure we will. But CG is too busy counting the money they managed to get from the profanity event, so they are more than happy, and they also cannot wait for the next payout from Jabba, which is coming in like what, 2 weeks or something like that. So gas is gone. Now next up is Aurra bounty hunters against Raddus. Now these these days this is my go-to counter against Raddus. What you need is like a plus 25% Datacron, and there's a couple of things you need to pay attention to. Like number one, you need to understand basis kit. Like normally what you do is you taunt with Bosk and then do your thing, but the thing is every time your team gains a buff, for each buff base gains gain 5% turn meter. So they already have the plus 25% turn meter Datacron, so they are fast as well. And if you keep buffing up your team, then you're going to supercharge base, and you can remove turn meter and buffs from you. Also, his AoE with the repost ability, that can hurt, especially if you go up against a high relic level base. But once Raddus and Jin is gone, then you're good. Obviously, SRP is annoying because he can come back, so that's my next target once Mando's Annihilate is up, because he's just way too annoying, and now it's just all about cleaning it up. And thanks to the Aurra lead, you can recover a lot of health and protection. And 65. So next up is Troopers versus Traya. Now, obviously I would wanted to keep Troopers against Nine Sisters, but problem is I was running really low on teams, because I still had to deal with the bottom zone. And that's an R9 set with the Datacron on him. It has a lot of armor. So obviously I needed to kill him as soon as possible in order to stay ahead of the Traya team. Okay, finally. Set's gone. I gained a bunch of turn meter. So I was like, Nihilus is next. I keep ramping up the stacks on my troopers as well, thanks to Piet. And now I'm hitting really hard, so. $64, it's not bad. Now, I tried to use this, obviously because the Datacron is that they are gaining a lot of turn meter as well. Now, luckily this wasn't an Omicron Asajj like I faced against Capskin last round, but it's still annoying. So Mother Tarzan. If you guys haven't faced this Datacron already, basically what it does, the level 9 ability, every time. So basically, like into your Mother Tarzan's kit is like if somebody use a basic, then a dead Night Sister come back, she attacks, and then after that she goes back to sleep. I.e. she dies. But now, instead of dying, she comes back and she lives. See, like Asajj came back. She was dead, somebody used the basic, just Mother Tarzan probably, and then she came back. And now Daka came back because Tarzan used her basic again. And that's an Omicron first order tie team, so my damage is really high. So now what I'm trying to do is just trying to stun them to keep them under control, but Zombie used her basic and now Tarzan's back again. I was like, how the hell can I beat this team? Like how? Look, I killed Tarzan, she came back again thanks to Asajj's basic. And now Tarzan's back again. And obviously with all these deaths, Daka's health is like through the roof. And I finally was able to take out 2 of them, and Daka brought all of them back. So I was like, wow. I've been fighting for over 2.5 minutes and nothing. Like this is a highlight video, so I'm more relaxed, but I'm still fuming inside. Like, well, yeah. So I was like, okay, whatever, let it time out. This is not going to work.
A few moments later.
So I was like, fuck it. I was able to kill Tarzan. They don't have the Datacron, they don't have the lead. After failing with a couple of teams, I decided to use this hot cartel team. Since I have Chrysanthemum at Relic 5, this was actually the first time I used them. Without the Datacron, I have more control over them. Obviously Boba's lead gives a lot of crit damage to the team and the offense as well. So I was like, okay, let's leave Daka for now. Leave it for Boba. She's gone. I wasn't even sure what the ability does or not, because again, I never used it before. I'm just probably going to leave him at Relic 5 until Jabba comes out. I just want to wait for the final group, because I really need want to know what happens. I'm expecting at least one relic knight, by the way, and I know many content creators out there are like 100% sure about stuff like mob enforcer, because he has the tag, hot carter tag, but I don't think CJ is going to require that, because she's going to be needed for the team, so you need to like gear her up anyway, so it's just they can cash out on her anyway, so what's the point putting in her into the requirements. So anyway, so here's the finalizer against the Executor. I'm sure many of you are using this counter before. I already have a video up on Grand Arena Science website, if you guys want to see. Basically it's just still an RNG involved in this fight, especially with the dodges. Like, if you get one bad dodge, no matter how good you are, things can go bad real quick. This is probably the easiest comp to counter with Finalizer, but there are others as well. And obviously now that we have a new GL level capital ship, it's going to be a lot more challenging to deal with both of them, because I'm sure eventually both of them will go to defense, at least at my level. By the way guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. You are just literally like 16 subscribers away from reaching the 1000, and I really appreciate your support, and it's just free. You literally just need to go down, press the button, but it will mean a lot to me, and I really do appreciate your help. It really does make a difference. So Hunstud's gone. Now basically it's just all about silencer. Its damage already ramped up, so they are getting really close to reaching Executor's ultimate, so we gotta move fast. So RG88 is gone. And now I just need to delete RC. And that's it. Not great banners, but hey, at least it's a one shot. Now next up is Rebels versus Malevolence. Like, you need to take out Sunfac as soon as possible. I misplayed it here. I also said it on Twitch. Never use Milf's first special, the Wiggle, because you want to save that. When Hyena drops the bombs like now, you want to save it there. Because now it has 3 boss droids on it, and if you get unlucky with Spy marking MILF, then you could potentially lose it. Like you see, you get the mark, they deleted Biggs, and now they're free to go after MILF. But luckily, the middle was up. So I was able to drop it. So Hyena's gone. Fortunately, Spy went under stealth. You don't really want to kill the boss droids because that gives turn meter to Malevolence. So I'm just basically just trying to stall. Like Spy needs to take a turn. Once he gets a turn, now he's just all in. And that's it. So 2 down, 1 to go, and Malevolence versus Negotiator. It's like we went back in time 2 or 3 years. So drop the bombs. Basically you want to take out Anakin as soon as possible. Calling Spy first. And that is just going to be RNG really. And we got him. Now just all in on him. And then Anakin's gone. Now it's a lot easier. But there is still something very wrong with the Malevolence feed. Like the boss droids are still not assisting as they should be. Which is, I find it really funny because it looks like Malevolence is the counter for the new capital ship, the Profanity, and guess what? CG doesn't want the assisting to work because that will make the counter more consistent. It's just, at least for me, it's really funny. Like they were like, don't worry guys, we are working on it, we will fix it, don't worry. Nope, yeah, we will definitely fix it. And then the new capital ships comes out, they see the data, they're like, oh, you know what, no, it's probably working as it intended, so now we're good. That's just really fun. So anyway, I finished with ships, luckily. So I had to go down back south. I still had Maul, so I was like, Maul should be able to work. So call a mass assist, trigger the frenzy, and now just unload on him, all in, all 5 of them. Build up the dots as well. 2 more, and that's it. Was able to clean it up, and I was like, let's try Raddus. It's kind of cheap. I don't think I had many teams left at this point because this is a highlight. I think I used something else, I cannot really remember because it was over a 2-hour long stream. So I don't know why, that was a misplay by the way. I have no idea why I called the mass assist on Iden. That was stupid. Raddus with the big hit was able to delete 2 of the guys. So another cleanup, which is great. So after failing with a lot, and I mean a lot of teams like Bad Batch, Bounty Hunter, Fennec, and all the other teams, like I spent like half an hour trying to clean up Malgus. And was like, okay, let's try Iden. I needed somebody, obviously, a team that not really applying any debuffs, because again, whenever a debuff lands on Malgus, he recovers 10% health and protection. And we are doing really good damage, because also I'm using the Datacron that gives 5% offense for each buff gained. So eventually, the longer the better goes on. That's why I'm using Iden second special to give buffs to increase our offense. Just call the mass assist. Iden can deal really good damage on her basic, and finally I was able to open his back zone. Finally, I was like, oh man. It took me over like almost 2 hours to get to this point. So on my 5th try. At this point he was already attacking. He cleared my back wall and he was going, oh, not yet. No, actually not yet. So you guys can see the teams. Unfortunately, I already used Bad Batch and everything. So the only team I had a chance to take out was GG. Was CLS with GG. And luckily I got the good RNG. They went after Mon node first, but yeah, they almost deleted my GG. Oh god, like look at that, he's barely hanging on. And that's going to be really important later on, so keep that in mind. So I was like, I wanted to go after somebody with target lock, obviously, to keep the Terminator chain going. The more target locks I have on the field, the better. So just keep going. Chew is gone, that's good. I need to stun 3-pack. Because his AO is coming up, obviously. I missed it. Put the target lock on CLS. And here comes a big hit. No, actually, he put the blind on us. That's not good. Try to slow down CLS. Almost there. Oof, that hurt. Increase cooldown. Resisted, yep, of course. I mean, now I find it really funny now that I'm watching back. But live it felt so annoying. And with that, I'm finished. I have nothing else for those 2 teams, and let's go to the final result. And I won. I couldn't believe it. I won by 22 banners. He was able to delete my Mon Mothma team. He attacked my Empire fleet first and he failed. And after that, he one-shotted my Executor, and I don't think he had enough to deal with my the rest of my fleet and the cleanup. So it's just I find it really I'm not sure what happened there, to be honest with you. The only thing I can think of is that he tried to use Empire Mirror. He failed, so even though he had rebels, my Ahsoka is faster than his piston, so rebels would not work against it. So yeah, I was really happy about this. Like, after it just show you guys that no matter how bad things are, I always keep saying this, that just keep going. Obviously most of you guys are not streamers, so you have the opportunity that you can finish your battle later on. If you lose a battle, you get angry, just stand up, switch off your phone, go away for like half an hour, 1 hour, whatever, calm down, reassess the situation. If you have to, write it down on the paper, what you have left, throw out your previous plan and come up with a new one and go in again. Obviously I'm a streamer, I cannot do that. I need to come up with things on the fly. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but I learn from it. Even though I'm sometimes maybe lose a match because of it, the reason I can stay consistently in the top 100 is because I can adapt. So if I lose, I don't make that mistake again. It is what it is. You need to like keep learning, keep pushing on. I know it's not easy. It feels like sometimes like a job, even for an average player. There's so many contests you need to pay attention to. I was a TW officer in Vanguard, so there's a reason for that. I know these contests, like, it's in my head. I practice it a lot. This is what it's like a marriage. Like it's like you love somebody, but at the same time you hate her as well. Like, I cannot really explain it. But anyway, there's another video coming out probably on Thursday for my final battle, which is going. I'm going for the top 20 spot, which is going to be really a good one. And please, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It's free, but it really means a lot. We are literally just 16 subscribers away from the 1000, and it really, really mean a lot to me if I can reach the 1000 within a week. So yeah, I really appreciate your support, and please like the video as well, comment down below, and as always, yeah, thank you, and see you guys next time. Bye.